Hi YouTube, I'm here to do kind of a different video than what I normally do. Normally I do subscription box unboxing videos. Today I was actually going to show you guys kind of what I did for my first cosplay. I was actually the character Princess Python. Those of you who aren't familiar with that character, it is a Marvel character from like early Spider-Man. I want to say like the 1960s. I actually do have that book where she made her first appearance and actually had Stan Lee sign it. I'm just too lazy to go grab it from where I keep that book because it's in a special safe place. Anyways, basically the character is a villain. I don't know why I wanted to choose a villain, but she's not a very good villain because she does have a conscience. And also she doesn't really have any like powers really. Her skill is she has like a electric cattle prod thing that she uses. I did not make that. But she also has the ability to, I guess, train snakes to do her biddings, and basically she has like this giant python that she sends to do things and, you know, try to kill Spider-Man and stuff. Anyways, I was going to kind of show you guys kind of what I did for my first cosplay. I actually include at the very end of this video pictures of my whole costume, like, and what it looked like together. I don't really have a lot of pictures actually me in it. I think I was like really grumpy that day because I was hot and I just wasn't feeling it, and there's a lot of other stuff going on, but yeah, so I don't have as many pictures on it as I would like, but I will eventually take some more in it after I make some adjustments to it, because after wearing it the first time, yeah, I need to make some adjustments to it. So, and I'll kind of go into those here in a minute. But first thing I'm going to show you guys is the outfit that I did. What I actually used was like 3 different fabrics that are all like stretchy fabrics. I don't even know what they're called, but yeah, I used like 3 different fabrics. And if any of you guys have tried sewing before, sewing 3 different types of stretchy fabric together is really hard because they move. So, yeah, that was what I dealt with. But basically this is, I made it, it's kind of like a leotard part. I mean, and it has snaps on the bottom so I can go to the bathroom and put this on and off because I didn't want to take the whole thing off to use the restroom. So, but yeah, and it just has a zipper in the back, so, you know, to put my head through because it is like a turtleneck. And then I just kind of made little ruffle things on the sleeves there, and then that's just kind of my sleeves that I have. So, yeah, that's what I used for that. And I also made tights to go with it. Now these are really bad because they were done in a rush, and these are actually, you know, just like the sleeves, they match. They're just 2 different fabrics sewn together. They're like, it's like a stretchy, I don't even know what it is, but I love that material. I should probably learn what it is. I think it's like polyester and spandex or something. Anyways, that's what the green is, and then this is like a bathing suit cover-up that I sewed on top of it to where it kind of looks like scales. So that's what I did for the sleeves and of course the tights. And when I redo this, I'm going to redo the tights and the sleeves and a different fabric that I'm hoping I can find one that looks actually like scales rather than try to sew the 2 together because it didn't really work out well with the tights. So, yeah, and then also what I did was, because I wanted it to I wanted it to look like the tights and my shoes were like one piece. So I covered a pair of like regular white heels, whatever, in the green fabric, and then I hot glued, yeah, this was time consuming, I hot glued each and every single little cross on here, which there's a pull on that one, but that's the inside anyways, no one cares about the inside. But yeah, I hot glued each and every single little cross section on here to make them stay. And then of course, I mean, that's just the inside of it, just, yeah. And then this green fabric, that's like my body part, yeah, I just glued that on the heel of it. So yeah, that's just what I did in the shoe. This is actually a lot easier than I thought it would be, but yeah, it was time consuming. So yeah. Also, when I redo the tights and the sleeves, I'm also, of course, redoing these as well, so that it will all match. So that's that. And the last thing, which was the most, probably the most time-consuming thing out of this whole entire cosplay, was my snake that I made. This snake actually is about 10.5 feet long. Yeah, it's long. I can actually put it around my neck, and it's touching the floor on both ends. And I'm 5'4". I had to think about how tall I was. I'm 5'4". So, yeah, first I'm going to go ahead and show you. This is the head of my python. This was pretty interesting to make. You know, there's not a lot of there's not a lot of tutorials really on how to make pythons. So I'm having issues with my camera. I'm trying to charge it and it keeps like pulling and doing weird things because, yeah, it's dead, but I'm trying to do this video. Anyways, okay. There's not a lot of tutorials on how to do pythons and stuff online, at least not that I can find that weren't like, you know, like kiddish looking. And I didn't want like a kiddish looking snake. I actually wanted one that looked more realistic. The eyes I actually purchased at a store on Etsy. I don't know if I can find that link, but if I can, I'll put it in the description below. But yeah, I also put a picture of the process that I used to make the head. The head is actually out of wire, plastic bags, paper, Mod Podge, and I think there's foil in there too. Yeah, there's foil in it. And hot glue, and that's how I did it. And then, of course, I hot glued the fabric on there. So, yeah, and you see, it is a giant, long snake. Yeah, it's super long. It's, like I said, it's 10.5 feet long. And also because I had to carry this thing around with me all day, I actually decided to make it functional as well. And I added zippers, pockets to its belly. I think there's 3. Yeah, I added 3. I couldn't remember how much I added. But yeah, basically, I just added pockets to where I could put like my cell phone, my ID, money, and then also stuff to like a little mini sewing kit to fix like if anything happened while I was at the convention. So yeah, I added the 3 pockets on there so it would be functional as well as I carried this thing around with me all day. It was great. So yeah, that's everything I'm going to show you guys for my cosplay thing. As I said, it's not a tutorial because I don't think my methods are the greatest. It's just I make things work, and that's kind of how you have to do it when you just start out. So if you guys are interested in seeing any of the pictures of the before to end process of the head, I will put that on at the end of the video, along with, of course, me and the costume as well. So yeah, other than that, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was kind of different than what I normally do, but I'm trying to branch out a little bit. So anyways, that is it for me. I hope you guys have a great night, and I'm out. Bye, YouTube.